Good morning, fourth graders. Today we're on page 67 of your student journal, page 67, and our objective today is, today I will apply the perimeter formula to solve problems that occur in daily life. I'm sorry, friends, if I wrote that kind of sloppy. It says, today I will apply the perimeter formula to solve problems that occur in daily life. Okay, so let's look at our vocabulary. And the first thing we see is reminder of what perimeter is. It's the total distance around the geometric figure. So the total distance around. So remember, we like to think of a fence. So when I see perimeter, I think I have to have all four sides. Okay, and then they remind us what length and width are. And then they remind us of the formula for perimeter. And there's multiple ones. They say you can multiply the length times 2 plus the width times 2. Or you could add length plus width, or you could add length plus width and multiply it by 2. And then I told you that what I usually do is, because it's a quadrilateral and it has 4 sides, I just know I have to add up all 4 sides. Okay, so I'm not going to do the steps that they do. I'm just going to get started on my first problem. And here is my first problem. It says the perimeter of a rectangular kitchen floor is 80 feet. If the length of the kitchen is 22 feet, what is the width of the kitchen? Okay, so I'm going to first draw it. I think that always helps. So I see that the length of the kitchen is 22 feet. So that means that's 22 feet, and this one is also 22 feet. But it's the width we don't know, because it says what is the width. That's our unknown. Okay, I also know my formula is perimeter equals side plus side plus side plus side, because perimeter is go around all sides, and this has 4 sides. Okay, so I know the perimeter is 80. They tell me that right here, that the perimeter is 80 feet. And I know that 2 of the sides are 22, but I don't know what those 2 sides equal. So I know 22 and 22, but I don't know those 2. Okay, so 22 plus 22 is 44. Okay, so then we have 80 equals 44 plus what? What does that have to be to make this true? So 44 plus what equals 80? And I could do some side work if I needed. I could do some subtraction to see what that would equal. I'm getting 36. So I need this to equal 36, which means I need these 2 when they're added together to equal 36. But they have to be the same, because the width has to be the same on both. So what plus what equals 36 when it's the exact same? I know that 15 plus 15 is 30, 16 plus 16 is 32, 17 plus 17 is 34, and I know 18 plus 18 is 36. So those 2 sides must be 18 each. So my answer is the width must be 18 feet. Okay, let's look at another one of those. This one says, Sophia bought 38 inches of lace to sew on the border of her scrapbook. The width of the scrapbook is 8 inches. What is the length of the scrapbook? Okay, I might draw it this way, because scrapbooks would be that way. And they said that this time the width is 8 inches. So the width is my short side. And then they want to know what is the length. So they want to know what's the 2 long sides. Okay, so my formula is perimeter equals all the sides added together. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, so 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. and perimeter's 38. And then I have one side's 8, one side's 8, and then I don't know two sides. So I know 8 plus 8 is 16. So 38 equals 16 plus what? What has to go there to make that a true statement? Well, 16 plus 20 is 36. So 16 plus 22 would be 38. And you could do side work if you needed to check that. So I know side plus side, when they add together, have to be 22. So I know that each of those have to be 11. So my length has to be 11 inches to make that a true statement. Okay, friends, let's try some of these together. We are on page 68 of your student journal, page 68. Okay, and here's our first problem. It says the perimeter of a rectangular display is 22 meters. The width of the butcher paper that was used to cover the display was 2 meters wide. How long was the piece of butcher paper used to cover the display? Okay, so I'm going to first say let's draw a rectangle. Okay, what do we know? We know it says the width of the butcher paper was 2 meters wide. So 2 meters and 2 meters. And they want to know how long. Long is the length. So they don't know those two long pieces. Okay, so let's write our formula. It's a four-sided shape, 1, 2, 3, 4. So our formula is going to be perimeter equals side plus side plus side plus side. So 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Okay, what do we know? We know the perimeter is 22 meters. And we know one side's 2, one side's 2, but we don't know those two sides. So 2 plus 2 is 4, and we don't know what those equal. But we know it has to equal something that will add up to 22. So 4 plus what equals 22? 4 plus 18 equals 22. So what do each of these have to be? What plus the same equals 18? That would have to be 9 and 9. So we know our answer is 9 meters. Okay, let's look at our next one. This one says, the perimeter of a rectangular window is 48 centimeters. The length is 10 centimeters. What is the width? Okay, so let's draw our picture. We know the length is 10 centimeters, and we don't know our width. Okay, so let's write our formula. Perimeter equals side plus side plus side plus side. And we know the perimeter is 48. And we know two sides are 10, but we don't know two sides. Okay, so we know that equals 20, but we don't know what that equals. But we do know that it has to equal 48. So 20 plus what equals 48? 20 plus 28 equals 48. So we know that this is 14 and 14. Now friends, this one Miss Munoz would say I disagree with. I think the writers made a mistake because length is really supposed to be longer than the width, but mathematically this is our correct answer. So it should be 14 centimeters. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye.